The Pentagon has asked for roughly 200 billion more dollars for the war,
Yeah.
and is also considering new deployments. Derek, why can't they use this on student loans? I just want my student loans paid off.
$200 billion. Yeah, the Washington Post broke this story Wednesday evening. The Pentagon has asked the White House to go to Congress and get a $200 billion supplemental funding package to pay for the war. It's more money than the US had spent supporting Ukraine from the start of the invasion in 2022 through the end of 2025. I think the figure was $188 billion, and this is more than that after 2.5 weeks. That said, that may still be the amount that the administration goes to Congress to ask for. This isn't like uh, the administration's request for supplemental funding. It's the Pentagon's request to the administration to make that request to Congress. The Pentagon reportedly went through at least $11 billion in just the first week, and that's what the Defense Department officials have talked about in briefings with Congress. So it's probably higher than that. And there's no end to the conflict in sight. We don't still really even know what Donald Trump would consider an end. At that rate, it's not going to take very long to go through $200 billion in war funding. They've convened meetings of defense contractors and munitions manufacturers to try and get them to speed up the process of replacing or restocking a lot of things like air defense interceptors and other weapons that the Pentagon is using in this conflict. There's still new deployments that are being considered, aside from the Marine Expeditionary Unit and the Amphibious Assault Unit that the administration is sending to the region from Japan. Reuters had its own breaking report on Wednesday evening that the Pentagon is considering adding thousands of additional U.S. forces to the Middle East, another sign that they weren't prepared for this conflict to go even this long, let alone longer. So, I mean, the costs are going up as this goes on. It just feels like $200 billion is probably on the optimistic side of things.